up your crops, I don't know, you got the TV turned on to the Purdue-Illinois game, but you got the radio turned into this game, huh? I mean, you just got a great game.
Well,
what a great game.
You don't need to have that Illinois game on very long. Oh, here's the kick by the Aces, and this game is underway. Looks like the kick is going to dribble out of bounds. It does, at around the 25-yard line. And we're underway here on a Saturday afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
And it makes you wonder whether or not we did not want to kick deep, or were we just, was that a muff, huh?
Number 5 was back there, Kevin Wolf.
And so was Stephen Smith.
Yeah, so they both were ready to go. Well, Carmi will take the ball, 1st and 10 at the 35. Well, Mount Carmel ascended to the top of the state rankings this week. They are number 1 in the Class 4A polls in the state of Illinois. Only the 3rd time in school history the Aces have been number 1. The other two, 1982 and 1995 was another year. Now let's see what the Bulldogs do. They bring out Ryan Mitchell, send him out wide to the right side. The wing is Jason Kazakowski, also one of the big talents we've got to watch. The backs are in the offset, and there's a deep pitch, and here comes with the ball Stephen Smith, getting outside, knocked out of bounds across the 40 by Luke Drowan, at around the 41, a gain of 6 on the first scrimmage play for Carmi.
Just a quick pitch out to the left out of that split backfield, Scott. He was able to get to the corner that time, but they got the end blocked, and around he went.
They want to isolate Smith and let him turn on that speed. That's what they feel is a strength for the Carmi Bulldogs, and indeed it is. Smith is one of the fastest backs we'll see. Now it's 2nd and 4. There's Mitchell, a 6'2 junior. He goes wide to the right side. The wing is Kazakowski. He goes to the right. Backs are in the offset. And Darrell Ricketts is the one setback right behind the quarterback. Handoff. Smith powers his way over the 45. Into the Mount Carmel secondary. Gets to midfield before he's brought down. That is a first down run by Stephen Smith. Witzman on the stop for the Aces.
Well, a little reverse pivot that time by the quarterback. A little inside trap right up the middle, and they were able to reach Judd Lewis that time on a good downfield block, and that created some running lanes.
Mount Carmel has won 26 straight against the Bulldogs, and this is the final meeting, the 65th all time. Receiver to the left side, wing left, backs in the offset, and the quarterback hands off. And there Smith bounces off. One dives across the 45 down to the Aces' 42-yard line. Another nice run by Smith on the handoff from Wolf. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
You know, you alluded on the way down here, Scott. We were talking about when single athletes have had success against the Aces. Boy, I don't like the way this one's starting.
Yeah. You can go back and just count them. Bobby Stevens just immediately flashes to mind. Oh, what a nightmarish night that was against Red Hill in the early 90s. 2nd and 4, same formation, and there's an option. Quarterback taken out, but Smith got the handoff. First down, inside the 35, knocked out of bounds at around the 29-yard line by a host of Aces. I think Nick Winters tracked him down all the way over there. Another first down run, though, for the Bulldogs, and a gain of 13 on the play.
4 carries. For Smith, 2 first downs. I mean, they are off and running here, and they've done it with a pretty good balance of running plays here, Scott.
And you know, Rick, when you talk about our defense, you feel good about our defense. And as good as this one is, boy, it wasn't the year 95 something we referenced it a minute ago. 183 yards in total yards we allowed the whole season of opponents that year. An amazing statistic. Now 1st and 10, line of scrimmage, the 30-yard line, and there's a handoff. Smith dropped this time. Judd Lewis stayed right there. Tyler Buss helps out as well. A gain of only 1 this time. That's our first serious stick to Mr. Smith, who gets up a little bit slowly. 2nd and 9.
Well, you know, one of the things, I'm not sure these guys have been hit like they're going to get hit today, but you got to catch them to hit them. And, you know, Smith is jogging off the field here as we speak.
Yeah, he checks out now, and inserted into the backfield is 5'7" junior Chris Anderson along with Ricketts. Kazakowski's the wing to the left side, and wide receivers Brandon Newman to the left side as well. Quarterback options that way. He's rung up, but they get the pitch off, and a big loss for Anderson as Witzman stays with him after the quarterback was nearly brought down. As soon as he got the snap, he got the pitch off, and it went nowhere. Loss on the play all the way back to the 34.
Well, early in the game, you got telltale signs here, Scott. What are we going to do with Wolf? He is their major weapon. So what are we going to do when they run the option at it? Are we going to make him pitch the ball early, or are we going to make him read a little longer? And teams do that differently with us. Obviously, we've made a decision that we're going to come and get Wolf right away and put it in somebody else's hands.
And a timeout on the field, so we'll take our first break of the game. 9:33 to go, first period, no score. Back in 60.
To set their own course, to travel their own path. And when the course is blocked or the path uncertain, there's a friend nearby who can help insurance plan we didn't think we could find, the mortgage we didn't think we could get, the investments we know we need to make. Solution, Union Planters.
We were there when you were struck.
I'm so sorry.
With the adventure of driving. The joys of marriage. The pride of home ownership. So now that you've discovered the rewards of a growing young family and you need more life insurance coverage than you can get through work, there's still no one better to talk to than the State Farm agent you've always trusted to care for your car, your home, and you. State Farm is there for life.
Two receivers to the left. He's going to put it up, and he has plenty of time. Now he rolls to the right. Now he fires on the run, and it's too low for the receiver trying to slide under the ball at around the 24. Incomplete. The Aces did, however, mount an attack on Wolf, and Lewis and Johnston were giving chase. Second down, or I should say fourth down.
But we flushed him out of the pocket that time, and good defense that time. It was good coverage and pretty good rush. So that was a good defensive series for that particular set of downs right there.
So the Aces corrected what they were lacking the first few plays and were able to slow the Carmi offense down a little bit. Looks like we'll get the ball now. It is fourth down, or will we? Fourth down and 14. Yep.
A show punt.
Yeah, that's the key there. Yeah, you're right. Show punt. They are at the 34-yard line. Mount Carmel has no one back. A lot of direction being set by the punter. And here is the snap. High snap. He does boot the ball. And it will bounce at around the 14 and go out of bounds at around the 11-yard line. So the kick is for 23 yards. He was trying to pin the Aces deep and did pretty well. Carmel football at their own 11-yard line. And the first look at the Mount Carmel offense today, Luke Drone, 848 yards in the air, 16 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions, 18 of those catches by Michael Brewer. He's tied for the conference lead. Drone, by far, an amazing stat. In only 66 passes, he's thrown 16 TD passes. He's tied for the tri-state lead with Mason of Mater Dei and Painter of Vincennes going into last night. Now Drone sets the club down. He has Buss in the backfield and has an offset along with Ryan Morris, who gets the pitch, rolls left side to the 15, flag down to the 20. Looks like it'll go against the Aces. And Morris is spun down at around the 25-yard line. That was a first down run, but ... Simmons on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Lee Anderson got caught out there. He initially made a nice little block, and then the defender got past him, and then he came back and kind of bumped him a little. Excuse me. Anytime, Scott, remember this when you're out there blocking. Anytime you raise your hands up and say, oh, excuse me, I didn't do that, that's a dead giveaway for an official.
Look, I don't even play flicker ball anymore. Okay? I'm completely out of that. So the penalty goes against Mount Carmel, and they're going to march this one back inside to the 8-yard line. So it occurred at the 13, 5-yard penalty, makes it first and about 14 for the Aces. Now Carmel with the ball for the first time. Carmi punted after a drive that took him down into around the 30-yard line of Mount Carmel. Now Luke Drone sets the club down, sends a man in motion, keeps it himself, turns it up. He's dropped that around the 11 or 12-yard line as he turned it up over a right tackle. Gained about 4, second and 9. Line of scrimmage is the 12-yard line. Well, the Aces running backs are all clustered within about 80 yards of one another. What great balance with Ryan Morris just over the 400-yard mark on the year. Then you've got Drone and Summers all back there with Tyler Buss as well, all right around the same total.
And that's playing one half of a game.
Yeah. Second and 9, and the backs in the offset. Drone hands off. The fullback, Tyler Buss, powers his way over the 15 to the 16-yard line. And give him 4 on the play, creates a 3rd and 5 for the Aces now. Homecoming here in Carmi. It's now 3rd down for the Aces. First quarter. Last night, Salem defeated Fairfield 27-12, and Olney defeated Flora, winless Flora, 20-7. Now the Aces send Brewer and Witzman out wide to the right side. Lee Anderson outside to the left. Whistle blows.
Yeah, this guy's going to have the clock delay game.
Here, really. delay of game, and the Aces didn't feel like it, but I guess it was. So it'll cost the Aces 5 yards. And back we go to the 11-yard line, right on the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10 now.
Well, you know, as sharp as we came out and looked last week, and we were crisp and sharp, boy, we're just, this first defensive series and now this first offensive fair, we're just not very crisp.
Drone out of the shotgun. One set back Summers, 3 in pattern, and now Luke wants to throw. Has time, wings it left side, caught by Morris at the 30, 35, 40, down the left sideline. He gets ahead of the man. He might go all the way. He's down inside the 30, down to the 20. He's brought down inside the Carmi 20-yard line. What a pass play from Drone to Ryan Morris, who then turned it on. A gain of 71 yards on the pass play, all the way to the 18-yard line.
On that route, Scott, that's the back just coming out of the backfield, and he just runs right by the corner because the corner doesn't think he's going to run a go on him there. And, boy, just well-thrown ball and found a seam, and away he went.
Ryan Morris got ahead of Brandon Newman. He was brought down then by Charlie David, the last man who had a chance. 71 yards on the pass play, and a 1st and 10 now for the Aces from the Carmi 18-yard line. Boy, that's a way to get out of the hole, isn't it? Drone sets it up in the flex bone, receiver left, 2 wing backs, and there's Morris gets the call. Counters back to the left side, stacked up after a gain of a couple to around the 16-yard line, maybe the 15. Ryan still probably breathing hard from his last run. Give him a couple, 2nd and 8.
Boy, that play, if you're Carmi, that play just breaks your back because you're playing a game of field position there when you're punting down here on your own, on their 30-yard line a while ago, and boy, that just broke your back. Had him a 3rd and 5 situation.
They have completely, one play's completely changed the tenor of the game early on now. Aces line it up, 2 wings, 1 setback, 1 wide receiver, Anderson to the left side, and now the throw over the middle for Hamill, and it's picked off by Carmi in the end zone. An interception for the Bulldogs. Stephen Smith was underneath Hamill on that vertical pass and picked it off in the end zone. And Carmi will have it at the 20. A big play by the Bulldogs.
But we're just trying to force it into double coverage there, and that free safety Smith is just sitting back there, really sitting on that route, Scott. You know, that's one of those 3 vertical kind of situations where the outside receiver's going deep, and then Luke just has to pick his receiver. That time, bad choice, and good play by Stephen Smith.
Well, at any time when Drone puts the ball up, he is so good at finding his receiver that, you know what, even in that situation, he's got a shot at it. But that time, the better man was Stephen Smith. He picked it off. Now the Bulldogs line it up 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. The backs are in the offset with a wing to the right side. Handoff. Ball carrier stacked up. Nick Nolan, one of those, grabbing him. Nick Winters, the other. Ball carrier struggles to around the 22-yard line. That run by Chris Anderson. Good for 3, 2nd and 7. First quarter here, no score, 6:11 to go, first period. Chris Anderson on the play. He's a 5'7", 165-pound junior, so he's a chunk. 2nd down for the Bulldogs. They send Ryan Mitchell out wide to the right side. A wing that way, that's Kozakowski. He's caught a few passes this year. The backs are in the offset. And Wolf calls, and flags flies. He takes the snap. Did somebody leave early? Let's see. Now the officials are going to gather and talk it over.
One thing we are doing, we're still staying with that base defense. Now, Jeremy Grimes is still out of the defensive lineup with that knee injury still. And this week we're going with David Wright in there at that defensive tackle in that spot, Scott. And one thing we are doing is we're flip-flopping Nolan and Wright to the strong side of the formation each time out of that base 4-3 defense.
5-yard walk-off takes the ball back inside the 20. It's against Carmi, back to the 19. 2nd and 11 now for the Bulldogs. Mitchell checks out wide to the right side. Kozakowski wing right. And Newman is the tight end to the left side for Carmi as Wolf sets the club down strong side left with backs in the offset. And looks like one man left early. Got a good jump instead of handoff. And in traffic, ding tackled across the 21 to the 22-yard line. The Bulldog running back, and that's Kozakowski on the counter.
Well, that's a double handoff. He turns hands off to the halfback, who hands off to the reverse man on the inside reverse there, Scott. That's a play that Kurt Simon brought with him from Centralia when he came over here. And at times, boy, if you don't stay at home, that little inside double handoff can really cause you problems on the misdirection.
Now Newman checks out wide to the left side. Kozakowski wing left. They've got a wide out to the right. Backs from the offset on 3rd and long now for Carmi. And there's a pump fake. Now a handoff. And here's Smith with running room. 25. Hurdles one man. Pounds his way to the 33. First down Carmi. What a hurdle by Smith. One Bulldog and one Aces player were entangled, and Smith just launched. Looked like he was moonwalking over the top of him. First down run.
Well, they brought both running backs back to the right side, ran the ends to that little reverse back to Smith, who came outside. He got good seal blocks back. They double-teamed Cheeseman that time at this defensive end, and that really created some running room out to the left side of the line.
And a big run by Smith of 11 yards. Now the Bulldogs have it 1st and 10. Wolf hands off, and he held on to the ball. Looks like he was trying to hand it off to Ricketts, but he tucked it so tight. I think it was almost stripped. No gain by Wolf. He ended up with the ball. Gain of, well, call it 1 to the 35, 2nd and 9. Got a good crowd from Mount Carmel. They're ringed all around this football field. There's about a 4-foot-high fence all around this field, maybe a little bit higher. I get the impression that would be a little bit the way it would look in Mount Carmel under some of the scenarios being bandied around for construction of a track at Riverview Stadium. 2nd and 9. Wolf sets the club down, backs in the offset, slant left, and there's the pitch, and Smith gets a lead block and tries to cut it up. Does. He gets down across the 40, down to the 42-yard line. Nice second effort. Johnston eventually on the stop. Ball carrier short of the first down, but not by much. 3rd and 2. Gain of 7 on the play. Darrell Ricketts, he got him outside too, leading the way.
And that puts Smith at 50 yards already in this first quarter on the ground.
Well, Seth Rainey has the highest mark against the Aces this year, the great running back from Mount Vernon. But right now, Smith is on his way. Now they line it up in a straight T behind the quarterback. Everybody pulled in. 3rd down, handing off. Cheeseman bangs the runner hard. He dives. Does not look like he made it. Let's see what spot he gets. Cheeseman the first to hit the ball carrier. Then he was finished off by Buss and Winters. On the carry that time was Kozakowski. Looks like he's short. It's 4th and 1. Gain of 2. Jason Kozakowski, 5'9", 175, a junior. No score in this ball game. 3:09 to go, first period. Both these teams are 3-0 in the North Egypt Conference. The Carmi fans come to their feet. Wing to the right, backs offset. Quarterback says, calm down. He wants quiet, and he gets it. Now Carmel jumped, it looked like. That's why he wanted quiet, among other reasons. The crowd quieted down, and now Carmel encroached.
Well, that's the first time that they've used that Dallas Cowboy, both, taking the hands from the knee down to one hand to a three-point stance, and their entire line did that time. Obviously a set play, and that drew us off sides for that first down.
And so the 5-yard walk-off gives Carmi the first down of the 48-yard line. First down now near midfield. Ryan Mitchell, 6'2 junior, checks out wide to the right side. Kozakowski, the wingback, strong side left, backs in the offset. Handoff, and Ricketts gets away from one. 45. Now Luke Drone stays with him. He gets help. Ricketts is spun down after a big pickup at the 45. Gain of 7. I don't know who he got by right at the line, but Ricketts kept pounding away. Finally, Jason Nykirk and Drone brought him down. Now Carmi and Mount Carmel's into the field. This field is in beautiful shape. Kurt Simon understands out here every other day during the summer. That's what he said.
Yep.
So he single-handedly is responsible for this field with a good staff, of course, as well. Now there's a handoff, counter back to the left side. Ball carrier crunched by Lewis at the line of scrimmage, and Cheeseman. Down the carry, Smith. I'm not sure he got anything, maybe 1 to the 44.
Oh, Judd Lewis says, hello, Mr. Smith. I'll tell you what, Steve Smith's really sucking wind right now. He's really sucking air.
Yep. Judd Lewis, leading tackler on the Mount Carmel team. Michael Cheeseman has 5.5 sacks to lead the team, also the tops in tackles for loss with 10. Now the Bulldogs have a wing and wide out split. Smith gets a handoff after a fake delivery on the right side. He's got a first down down the left sidelines. Now he's knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line by Drone. But a big first down run of 16 yards by Smith. The quarterback faked a little handoff flow to the right side, brought it back, and around came Smith to the left side, and he got a big chunk out of that first down.
More than a fake of a handoff, Scott. He faked the pass out to the quick hitter on the flat, and as soon as he threw that pass, like the old Statue of Liberty kind of thing, he just turned around and handed it back. And then, again, they keep sealing up that inside to the inside of the left side of our line, which is Cheeseman. And, maybe they pick something on the film where he's really coming off that edge or trying to take advantage of him being so aggressive.
Now Wolf switches his players around, sends the wing to the left side, backs from the offset, receiver to the right side. And here's Kozakowski around with his fullback leading the way. He doesn't get much to around the 26-yard line. Give him 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 on that little counter. Mount Carmel put a ball into the end zone. Looked like we were driving. Drone went for the touchdown pass to Wayne Hamill, and it was picked off by Smith in the end zone. And Carmi's marched it down the field since. Now the Bulldogs want a scoring opportunity. We're inside 1 minute to go in the first period. No score. Wing right, receiver right, back slant right on the offset, and there is a handoff, and Anderson powers his way back to the, that's Smith going back to the left, or should say Kozakowski back to the left side. He's dropped by Hamill at around the 26-yard line. He gets a good spot. Give him only one, though, 3rd and 8.
Well, again, there's a double handoff again where they hand off to the fullback who hands off to the little inside reverse. And we're doing a nice job of staying with that, and that's something obviously we've worked hard on this week in practice and preparation.
Now a slot to the right side and 2 wideouts to the left side as well.
This offense look familiar?
Yes, it does. Wolf out of the shotgun. Sends Kozakowski out as well. Rolls to the right. They're in after him, and now he's going to run with the ball. He gets by Lewis, and now is knocked out of bounds and around the 24, and a flag down on the play. Called the 23-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. As Wolf is drilled out of bounds. Let's see what the call goes. It's against Carmi. We're down to 10.9 seconds to go here in the first period of a scoreless game. And a hold against the Bulldogs. These two split in underling games earlier in the week. Now Carmel won the early game, and the Bulldogs won the freshman game on Thursday night. This walk-up takes the ball all the way outside the 30 to the 32-yard line. And it is 3rd and 15 now for the Bulldogs. Smith back into the game. 1 play left in the period, I would presume. No score in this one.
Well, I'll tell you, one set that does bother me with these guys is that spread offense, because, boy, you get them spread over the field, that really lets Wolf become a little bit more of a threat to take off on one of those long gallops as he's had this year.
Receivers are split both ways. Out of the shotgun, Wolf backs up, rolls to his left. Now wants to set. Now he's going to run the other way. Up the middle, to the 30, to the 25. He's dropped, short of the mark. Nice job by Hamill, dropping the quarterback after a pickup of about 8 yards, and that's the end of the first period. It'll be 4th down for Carmi as we begin the second quarter. No score. Back to White County in 60 seconds.
First National Bank, our name hasn't changed since 1906. In today's banking industry, that's pretty rare. We take pride in expanding our services and products while remaining the friendly hometown bank people prefer. Checking and savings accounts, competitive loan rates, convenient drive-through, 24-hour ATM, a real community bank. Our heritage and commitment are found in you. The First National Bank with locations in Mount Carmel and Allendale, we're here for you. An equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wabash General Hospital is pleased to announce their newest service, Convenient Care. Convenient Care offers patients the opportunity to access non-emergency medical care from skilled physicians after regular doctor hours and for about the cost of an office visit. Simply arrive at Wabash General Hospital's emergency room during the hours of 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays or noon to 9 p.m. on weekends and holidays and request a Convenient Care service. Convenient Care at Wabash General Hospital.
Carmi has really had the ball the whole night. It's 4th down, and on the first play of the second quarter, Wolf fires, and it's incomplete, intended for Mitchell on a turnout. Pass was thrown to his right and wide anyway. Good coverage by Brewer, and it'll be 1st down. Mount Carmel on the change of possession. The line of scrimmage will be the Aces' 24-yard line. Now let's see if we can get her cranked up. Next week, the Aces play the Salem Wildcats. And another goodbye.
For the last time.
And mercifully enough, our last goodbye for the last time, too.
Yeah.
The final conference game in the North Egypt Conference forever is next week. Now the Aces line it up, 1st down. There's Drone, hands off, ball carrier, pounds over the 30, down near the 35. That's Big Tyler Bus, stopped by Kevin Wolf after a pickup of about, a big chunk on 1st down. Call it about 9, 2nd and 1.
I'll take the T-bus right there.
What do we do on 2nd and 1, huh? Now we're down to 11:35 to go, second quarter, still no score.
If you're like me, you like 2nd and short. That's passing down. Let's throw it.
There's Lee Anderson wide to the left side.
So you're thinking play action here,
We go 2 wings and 1 setback, and there is Luke Drone handing off, countering back right side. Ooh, I don't even think we got a 1st down out of that. A crunch immediately on the back, countering back to the right side from wing left. That's Hollywood Summers. Let's see where the spot is. Nope, he didn't make it. And it'll be 3rd and a long one.
Well, they brought the house. I mean, they brought everybody. The house, the basement, they brought everybody that time.
I think there were people out of the stands in on that play.
That was brought the PA announcer on the field on that rush.
Darrell Simmons led the way, a 6'2", 275-pound behemoth. 3rd and a long one now. Drone sets it up. Everybody back there now. The straight tee with everybody else pulled in. Handoff, ball carrier. Going tough for Morris. He might not have made it. He got 1. He did make some yardage, but not enough for the first down. That was just a human pile there in the middle. 4th and less than 1 for the Aces.
And they had all 11 men within 2 yards of the ball that time, Scott. If we'd have play action there at all or bootlegged or anything, whoo. I mean, they sold out big time.
The only way you know it's not a play from the 40s is the videotapes in color on that last play. 4th and 1. The crowd stands on both sides. A straight tee again. And here is Drone. Handing off. Ball carrier pounds his way for the first down. That's Hollywood Summers with the most exciting run of 2 yards to the 37. What'd I say?
That was Morris.
It was Morris on the play. Over the right side he went. Gain of 2, first down.
Well, it shows you the confidence that Darren has in this club right here. We're just going to line it up and say, here we come.
Now Anderson checks out wide to the right side. It'll be Summers and Morris, the wings. Summers to the left side. Bust the lone setback. Drone under center. He backs up, wants to throw. Looking. Now he's flushed out. He's on his way. Flag down. 40, 45. Turns at midfield. 50. Down to the Carmi 44. But a flag is down, and it looks to go against the Aces.
It's in the area where holding probably will be.
And that's what it is. You're right. So wipe it out. The Drone scamper. And back inside the 30, the officials are marching this ball. They'll start it from the line somewhere close to there. Let's see where they decide they're going to mark it from.
That's our 4th penalty of the game, Scott, and just does not bode well for.
We've gone whole games without 4 penalties.
Yep.
So the flags are flying here today, much to the Aces' chagrin. Back to the 27 now. It's 1st and 20 for the Aces. Anderson checks out wide left. 2 in pattern to the right side. Drone out of the shotgun with 1 setback. And he hands off. Morris tries to get a lead block. Almost shakes a tackle. He stays with him. And Morris dragged down at the 29. And what a job by Carmi. Zach Brzezinski, a 260-pound junior. He would not let Morris get away.
Great defensive play that time. And again, Scott, they're really selling out here. I mean, they're bringing backers each time. You know, all that's fine and good as long as you guess right. You guess wrong one of these times. But, you know, if you're looking at Carmi, extreme situations, going for extreme measures. And I'm sure that's what's going through their coaches' heads right here. Hey, the #1 team in the state.
Go for it.
Let's go.
And it's working right now for him. Gain of 2 by Morris. 2nd down and 8. Drone out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left again. Now a fake to Morris. Now Drone keeps the ball, but he's leg tackled. Still on his feet, though. Driving hard. He's brought down at the 35. A gain of 6. And Drone gave it all he could muster to get that much. And it'll be 3rd and 11 for the Aces now.
Well, if we have a screenplay in our arsenal, now would be the time for that, wouldn't it? As hard as they're bringing those backers. And they are running off deep with our receivers. I mean, they are going more or less man-to-man and letting those safeties back there just kind of free it up a little bit and play the ball.
8 minutes, 11 seconds to go. First half, no score. Anderson checks out wide to the left side. A slot and a wide out to the right side. Out of the shotgun, there's Drone. He's back to throw this time. They're in on him. He steps up. Now he's flushed out. He's on his high horse. He's hit as he pops the ball. It goes up in the air, and it's batted down. Drone was hit. The ball squirted up in the air like a high pop-up on the infield. All Carmi did was bat it down, and it's 4th and 11, and the Bulldog faithful love it. Kozakowski got Drone. The ball squirted up in the air, and Carmi batted it down, surrounding Hamill.
Well, he was flushed out of the pocket that time. He was going to his left, so he's throwing the ball back across his body. And, boy, as you get hit throwing across your body, that's a dangerous, dangerous pass. And we're actually lucky that thing didn't get picked off.
Yeah. 4th down and 11. Drone back to do the punting, back inside his own 25. 2 men deep for the Bulldogs, including Smith. and Wolf at the 32. Drone gets a good snap, gets a good kick. It splits the middle, but it'll be picked up on the bounce. Uh-oh, Smith. He takes a huge Mount Carmel bounce. He's going to let it drop at the 16-yard line. A 49-yard punt by Drone. No return, and Carmi has it at the 16. Boy, what a big break for the Aces on that bounce.
Well, you know, he's been hit a couple times here in this game, and maybe he just didn't want to catch that thing too bad.
So 1st and 10 now for Carmi, but much further back than they had visualized. Back on the 16-yard line. No score in this ball game. 7:43 to go. The North Egypt Conference Championship on the line. Both teams 3-0. Carmi has won the Slugfest. Mount Carmel has danced its way to win so far. And this one has the early makings of a slugfest. Let's see what happens. Carmi with the ball. Smith is stacked up this time for a loss on the play. And Judd Lewis leads the way with Jacob Butler and a loss on the play of 1, 2nd and 11. And slowly but surely we're starting to turn the tide a little bit too.
Well, as you can see there, the running backs just aren't hitting the hole as hard as they were earlier, Scott. And a lot of that has to be those linebackers filling those holes. Yeah. I mean, you get popped a couple times and you're not used to getting hit like that from Flora and Salem and some of these other teams. That it makes you tiptoe a little bit.
Now Newman checks out wide to the left side, and there's a handoff. Ball carrier is Smith. He's dropped over the left side at around the 12. So he does get some yardage, about 3 of those back, and it's 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. 6:52 to go here in the second quarter of play. Next week we're in Salem, and then Robinson comes to the Snake Pit to finish the regular season. The next 2 games are Friday games, and then we go to the tournament.
Here's your spread offense again.
2 left, 2 right on the receivers, 1 setback, and Wolf bobbles the snap out of the shotgun, falls back on it, or did he? Are they going to give it to him? He almost lost that ball. It's Mount Carmel ball.
No.
They've changed their signal.
You got like Tyler Buss. Tyler Buss got his hand up there real quick. He's standing right beside the official. The other official thought it was a signal for Mount Carmel ball, so he went ahead and signaled Mount Carmel ball looking at Tyler Buss. Atta boy.
All right. Now that's the son of an administrator, by golly. He's administrating out there on the field.
That's right. Well, you should do that, though.
You know, Adam Acree almost got on that ball, though, because Wolf was struggling with it. All the way back now at the 2-yard line, the line of scrimmage, and Smith is on the back line of the end zone at 4th down. Gets a bad snap. It bounces to him, and he still gets the kick off. Fair catch called for by Brewer at the 28 of Carmi. So a great start by Mount Carmel, a 26-yard kick. That's by Clay Hoskins, a sophomore no less. That's who they had back there on the end line kicking the ball. What a nervous moment for Carmi. Then he got a bad snap and it bounced to him. Now the Aces have a great start of the Bulldog 28, 5:42 to go here in quarter number 2.
Well, if you're Carmi and you're playing field position game, you just got up on the short end of the deal here. So this is going to be a telltale sign here. We can definitely take control of the momentum of this game here.
Anderson checks out wide to the left side, backs in the offset with a wing to the left side. Everybody else pulled in tight, and there's a handoff. Ryan Morris tries to dance his way over the right side, does get inside the 25, down to the 24. Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down.
Just that belly series, a little delayed action there, and then Carmel will take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout too. 5:30 to go, first half. Nothing is the score. Back to Carmi in 30 seconds. Let's take a 30.
It's a great time for a game with the friends, but make sure you're in the right place. SafeElectricity.org wants to remind you to stay away from substations and other electrical equipment. If the ball goes over the fence, leave it there. Get adult help and call the power company. No matter what you're doing, play it safe around electricity.
This safety message is a service of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Everyone at Lamac Engineering would like to wish the Golden Aces a great season. Lamac Engineering Company, providing complete civil engineering, construction, and surveying services to the Wabash Valley since 1938. Lamac Engineering is located in Mount Carmel and Princeton. Their staff includes professional engineers and land surveyors. Lamac provides complete civil, municipal, transportation, and environmental engineering services. For all your engineering needs, contact Lamac Engineering, 323 West 3rd Street, Mount Carmel. Call them today, 262-8651.
Drone sets the club down, wing left, backs in the offset. Handoff, trying to skate his way through. Ball carrier dropped. Not much to around the 21-yard line. Morris on the carry. Give him only a gain of about 3. It creates 3rd and 4 for the Aces.
But you're obviously in 2-down territory here, so.
Aces are 6-0 on the year.
Okay, let's hear it now. What play are we going to run? You don't do this very often. Go ahead, do it right here. What are we going to run?
We're just going to run a counter back here. We're going to run to the right, the counter. Oh, we'll never know because Carmi just jumped.
Now, I'm not putting pressure on you, but you weren't real decisive right there, big fella.
I was trying to look at it. Now, there's not an offset, so of course, I need binoculars for a goal play. I was going to give it to Summers back around to the right side.
Okay.
But guess what? It's on Mount Carmel, the penalty.
Ouch.
Yeah, that changes things. A 5-yard penalty against Mount Carmel. Marches the ball back to the 26-yard line. 3rd and 8.
That's our 5th penalty here. You talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Wow. That's 35 yards in penalties we've had to try to overcome.
That is a season high for 1 half. There's no doubt about that. Now let's see what the Aces do. And here come the Carmi, faithful to the feet again. Brewer checks out wide to the right side. That double wing set with 1 setback and drawn under center. Backs up looking for Brewer. He's flushed down the pocket. Kozakowski drags him down for a sack. Back at the 32. And it's 4th down. And the Bulldogs keep it up. Coming around to the backside, Kozakowski knocked Drone down from behind. And it's 4th and long now. 4:09 to go in the second quarter.
We're kind of looking around, pointing a finger at each other. We just need to get her shored up, boys.
Now Brewer checks out wide to the left side. Witzman does as well.
There
2
we go.
receivers to the right side. Drone under center. 4th and long. And here's Drone. Wants to do a swing pass
there
on
he
the
is.
screen. Witzman's got it. 20, 15, 10. Cuts into the 5. First down, Aces. Witzman catches the ball. A 27-yard pass play. With Drone even looking at him and leading him the whole way. And finally flipped him the ball, and Witzman was wide open.
Just that little bubble action out there. 2 receivers to that side, tight end that side. We run 2 guys deep. That totally takes the defense with him. He's just standing out there wide open. That spread offense is just tough to defend, Scott. You got people all over the field, and that really stretches you big time.
Oh, that could be a backbreaker for Carmi here. It's 1st and goal now for the Aces from the Bulldog 5. 1 setback bust, 2 wings, handoff. No, Drone keeps, turns it up, dives for the goal line. Did he make it? No. He's down at the 2, maybe the 1. Call it the 1-yard line. 4 yards for Drone on that plunge. 2nd and goal now with 3:16 to go in the first half of play. A surprisingly stiff effort that we're seeing against us today. We haven't seen much of this year. But boy, we sure need a test like this. Here are the Aces banging at the door. Drone calls the signals, keeps it himself over left guard. Touchdown! Luke Drone scores from 1 yard out. First points of the game here. Just 2 minutes, 56 seconds to go before the half. Mount Carmel leads 6-0. And now time for the Oakview Heights Extended Care Center. Point after. Sorry to cut you off.
That's all right.
Had to get that in there.
Go for it.
They're pleased to announce they'll soon be expanding their facilities to better serve the community. The Aces are going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Drone sets the club down. Brewer to the left. And instead of a quick pop pass, now he's flushed out, changes directions, goes to the right, looks for Hamill. Can't get rid of the ball. They're in on him. He dumps it to Hamill. 2 points. Hamill broke free. Found himself open. Drone kept eyeing him and finally threw him the ball. That's a 2-point conversion, and Mount Carmel leads 8-0. We're back in 60.
When a coach builds a winning team, he uses quality players. When local contractors start a job, they rely on Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel for quality ready-mix concrete. Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel is the only area concrete producer certified by the National Ready Mix Association. Engineers and local industry like the power plant and Toyota have come to depend on Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel for quality concrete ready mix. It's the most concrete idea in town. Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel says, pour it on, Aces. Come in to Robert Walter Furniture for a great deal on a good night's sleep. Robert Walter Furniture Company has a complete line of bedding with name brands including Spring Air, Park Avenue, and Symbol. In-stock sizes include twin through queen. Robert Walter Furniture even carries the Never Turn bedding. And at Robert Walter Furniture, special orders are always welcome. If you're needing new furniture, head to Robert Walter Furniture, 526 Market Street, serving Wabash County since 1868.
And there's the kick by Dunkel, picked up at around the 20-yard line by Smith. He reverses field, goes to the right, chopped down by Kuzmich at around the 25. Ross Rafferty in there as well. And it'll be Carmi ball from there at the 24.
Well, Trevor Reeves and Mickey Deming, Monster
Reeves
Mick.
in there. What did I say? Yeah.
Monster Mick comes up and gets a little hit on it. He's getting congratulated over there.
Yeah, you're right. Mickey Deming on the stop.
I mean, the way it looks here, Scott, it's almost like we wanted to come out here and put a hat on Stephen Smith every time he carried the ball. I mean, we wanted to make him feel our presence every time he's got an attempt, but we followed that up pretty well.
Ryan Mitchell checks wide to the right side. Kozakowski the wing that way. Backs again in the offset. Slant to the right. Handoff. Smith powers his way up the middle and almost breaks free of a jersey tackle from Drone, but he falls forward to around the 32. Gain of about 8, second down.
Well, you got to put your hat on him to make you feel him. Good run that time by Stephen Smith.
Second and a very short 2 for the Bulldogs from their own 32. 2.5 minutes to go. First half. Mount Carmel leads 8-0. Does Carmi have something up their sleeve before halftime? Wide receiver checks out wide to the left side. Kozakowski further off the line, wing right. Backs are more on a do set now. And there is Wolf trying to run with the ball. But he can't get any lead blocks, and Summers snuffs it out from behind and drops the QB right at the line of scrimmage. Not even enough for the first down.
Well, they got split backfield that time. They've got the tight end to the right side with a slot man sitting right there as well, and that's just a quarterback sweep. I mean, everybody just slides up to the line to the right side, gets in front of Wolf and try to lead the way, and we did a nice job covering that up that time.
So 3rd and 2, no gain on the play. Line of scrimmage remains the 32. We're down to 2:09 to go here in the first half of play. A wide receiver and a wing to the right side. Backs in the offset. Handoff. Smith this time right up the middle. And there are the Aces right up the middle. There's Summers again pushing on him. Judd Lewis on the primary as well. And again, no first down for the ball carrier.
Lewis just stepped up and filled that hole big time. I mean, they're trying to come to get him in the middle of that field with that 44, I believe, is the kid's number that really tried. He just shed him away and got right straight to the ball carrier. Great play that time by our middle linebacker.
Yeah, and Lewis is getting closer to where the coaches want him to be, too. I mean, he's been under, not pressure, but the coaches expect so much of this kid that it's been tough for him to live up to it through the first portion of the year, but he's starting to find it now. And you can just tell as the weeks go on, Judd Lewis is getting better. Well, here it is, 4th and 1. Backs in the deuce, one wing, he's in motion. Kozakowski, now timeout. Tried to draw the Aces off, it didn't work. And a timeout called by Wolf. 1:21 to go in the half. And let's take a 30, we'll be right back. Aces lead 8-0.
Charlie's Collision and Customs does body work and only body work. Pure and simple, because when you have an accident, getting your car repaired right the first time is the most important thing to you, and it's the most important thing for the professionals at Charlie's. They use top quality equipment to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. Free estimates, insurance work, glass repair, and free pickup and delivery. That's Charlie's Collision and Customs, 1/2 mile off West 3rd on Kniep Road in Mount Carmel. Call 262-5976.
Show me the money. This is Rodney Bishop of Bishop Motors inviting you to stop by and check out our fine selection of used cars, trucks, and vans.
You'll find quality program vehicles from major manufacturers at Bishop Motors, plus vehicles as low as $24.95. Our quality selection and prices can't be beat.
Show me the money.
Remember to show him the green because Rodney needs the money.
Stop by and see Rodney at the temporary location of 121 Walnut Street in Mount Carmel.
Show me the money.
In the straight tee. Everybody stacked up. Wolf keeps, steps over left guard. Got it. Or did he?
Depends on the spot.
It really does. It doesn't look to be that good of a spot.
They got it.
Yeah, Michael Cheeseman saw it as soon as they put the ball down. He's upset. Now they're going to ask for the change to come out. But it looks like he has it by less than perhaps half the length of the football. 1:17 to go in the half. Even if they've got it, they've got to figure out a way to get down the field 66 yards in 77 seconds.
You gonna get your binoculars out? You got them there, right?
We might actually need them on this. All right, here comes the chain gang out to where the Tostito man hangs out. And they're going to put the chain down. Oh, my land, it is less than the length. It's the nose of the football. That's how much they have the first down by. So the Bulldogs still with a shot here before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 34-yard line. 1:17 to go. It took them 3 plays to get 2 yards. Now Wolf sets the club down with a receiver left, a wing to the right. Baxter in the deuce slant right, and here's Smith trying to get some blocks from Pickens to lead the way, and he's wrapped up by Lewis and others at around the 39. He stayed inbounds. That's the key thing there. The clock is running after the gain of 3 by the ball carrier. 2nd and 7. Also on the stop, Butler. 2nd and 6. 51 seconds to go. Down the line of scrimmage is the 39. They got to go for broke right here.
And that clock is running.
Boy, they're taking their time, aren't they?
Around.
Yeah. Walking, not hustling to the ball. 37 seconds to go. 2nd down. They're still taking their time. Wolf calls the signals. Backs in the offset. We're inside 30 seconds now. He fakes, now wants to roll to the left. Looking, maybe downfield. They bring him down. There's Cheeseman with the sack. Back of the 24-yard line. His first sack in 4 weeks. 6.5 on the year. We're down to 11 seconds. They're going to let the clock expire now after that sack, and that'll end the first half. 6-5-4, no effort made to stop the clock. And that's the end of the first half. Carmi content to let the clock wind down on a Cheeseman sack to end the first half of play. It's been a tight ball game for the North Egypt Conference Championship. Mount Carmel leads Carmi 8-0. We're back in 2 minutes.
It's not just about making plans. It's about making a difference and taking an interest, not just earning it. At Edward Jones, it's about more than investing. It's about knowing you. Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
See your local Edward Jones investment representatives. Mark Wackel, 602 Market Street, and Matt Pargin, 1204 Oak Street.
In Mount Carmel, see State Farm agent Kenny Sachs at 736 North Market Street, 263-3663.
I have served as your Wabash County Treasurer for the past 3 years. It has been both an honor and a pleasure for me to serve you in that capacity. I believe that the changes I have installed have been very positive, but the work is not finished. There is still much to be done, and we should not relax. We must be very prudent in the way we do business, or what we have gained in the past 3 years will be lost. With your support, we can keep a county treasurer that you can be sure will be on the job making decisions that will benefit all the citizens of our county. Your vote for me in November will keep us on the right path. Your support is appreciated.
Here.
And you got Witzman and Morris deep for the Aces.
And the kick will come to Morris. He runs up under it at the 15, at the 20, 25, 30, gets by one, bangs him to another, and falls at the 33-yard line. And that's where the Aces will take over after an 18-yard return. You're listening to Aces Football on WSJD Princeton, Mount Carmel. Here we go, second half. Still anybody's ball game.
You know, I'm glad we got all that stuff settled at halftime.
I'm glad we settled it.
I do make a lot of mistakes. And one mistake I made last week, you know, I'm a team guy. I look at team sports and that kind of thing. I did leave off a D1 athlete, and that was Jessica Bain in track, who did go to Illinois. She did win the state title in the high jump for the Aces track team. So I apologize for leaving her off the list.
Now it's 1st and 10 for the Aces. Here's Luke Drone quarterbacking, and he keeps it himself. Carmi didn't bite for that fake, and he gets only a couple of yards to the 36-yard line. Tough sledding. Stop made by Ryan Johnson, a 205-pound junior. Gain of a long 2, 2nd and 8 for the Aces. Kozakowski in on the stop as well. A lot of these Carmi kids go both ways. But we have a certain number that go both ways as well.
And that's what, 4?
Well, a number. That's more than we've had
that's
sometimes.
That's a number. You're right. That's 4. Okay.
That's more than we've had sometimes.
And we do a good job of spelling people in those roles as well, backing them up.
Now second down, Anderson checks out wide to the right side, wing to the right, backs in the offset behind Drone. He rolls to the right side now. He keeps it, turns it up himself. He's piled on it around the 37-yard line, so only another 1 or 2 by Drone. 3rd and 5, and as Carmi snuffing things out pretty well today.
Well, again, you know, we talked in the first quarter, Scott, when they were running the option about what their choice was going to be on what they're going to take away on the option. Obviously, Carmi is taking the pitch man away, making Drone handle the football and bringing it back to that pursuit of defense.
Third quarter, 8-0 Mount Carmel. Anderson checks out wide to this side now. 2 men flank out wide to the right side, including the top receiver and the NEC, Brewer. Drone keeps it himself, turns it up, crunched hard, dropped it around the 40. He'll be short, only a pickup of 2. 4th down.
And once again, they're sitting on that pitch man, not allowing him to pitch it out there. And they're getting pretty good help from that the pursuit defense that we talked about. 3 straight reads of the option in which Drone keeps each time, right?
Yep. And now Luke will drop back. He'll do the punting. Smith and Wolf drop deep for Carmi inside their own 30 to the 27-yard line. 4th and 4 for the Aces. From the 39, snap and the kick. High kick. Coming up is Wolf. He takes it at the 28. Moves to the left side, back to the right now. Witzman gets the hands on him, can't stop him. Now Wolf is knocked backwards. He tries to regain his footing, and he's formed at the 21 and dropped there. That's a loss on the return, and Carmi takes over 1st and 10 from the 21. Next week, fans, we go to Salem. Again, another final time in the North Egypt Conference. That will be our final game in league history.
And that'll be the final time you have to say final time.
I know. You're getting tired of that, are you? Yeah. Just pick a few central themes and keep banging heads with them, huh? And it's say goodbye this year. 1st and 10 from the 23. Carmi sends a flanker and a wide out to the left side. 1 setback. He gets the handoff. Smith dropped right away. Reaching inside to grab him, Michael Cheeseman down low. Gain of 1 by the ball carrier. 2nd and 9 from the, in fact, call it no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 23. 9:32 to go, 3rd period. Mount Carmel leads 8-0. I remember a night back in 1980 we were down here. Roger Dardine injured. We almost lost that game that night. We couldn't recover from Dardine's injury that year. And here is the throw over the middle. Pass drop by the receiver, Brandon Newman, wide open over the flats at the 35-yard line. And Wolf watched as his wideout couldn't come up with the ball. And incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Boy, that was, he was. When you say wide open, there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him, Scotty. They ran a little crossing route on the left side with the 2 outside receivers, and boy, the guy breaking the inside got right behind the linebacker, was wide open.
3rd down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 23. Now Carmi sends everybody out. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Lone in the backfield is the quarterback, Wolf. Gets his hand on the ball. He's hit as he throws. Pass is caught this time by Newman. He turns up at the 40. 1st down, Carmi on a pass play that clicks for 17 yards. This time, Brandon Newman hung on. Again, he was wide open, though.
Well, everybody else ran a different route, but Newman ran the same route. That combination got him open again. Wide open right at the right hash mark, right over the football.
So 1st down, and the drive continues for the Bulldogs. Mitchell and Charlie David are wide to the right side. Kozakowski and Newman wide left. 1 setback, and in the shotgun is Wolf. He sends David in motion to the left side. Nick Winters watches him. Now on a quarterback draw, the quarterback is tripped up from behind by an alert Judd Lewis at the 41. All of that for only a gain of 1, and Lewis is right there on the spot.
Well, as you watch there, Scott, they brought the man in motion, and the man in motion took one of the outside backers with him to the right flat. Then they ran back to the opposite side with Wolf that time on the keeper. Great play by Judd Lewis, staying at home and making that play.
Let's give Carmi credit. They're doing more things and more inventive things on offense than any team we've seen this year. They are working it hard on the sidelines, too. 2nd down and 8. And we have receivers 2 left and right. David in motion to the left side.
Same scenario.
One setback, kept same play. Now Wolf rolls to the left, evades one, now darts upfield, and he's dropped at around the 41-yard line. That was about it. 3rd and 9. $7:39 to go here in the 3rd period of play. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to present the same look again. Kozakowski and Newman to the left, 2 receivers to the right, 1 setback. Smith. Wolf calls out of the shotgun, and the officials whistle the play.
Equipment there.
Equipment problem with who? Nick Winters?
Yeah, Nick said, well, I didn't get it snapped. Oh, now I do. Let's go here.
Now we're ready to go.
Nice play, Nick.
Yeah, we've got to look at the set. Receivers both ways, a slot both ways, and Wolf backs up. They're coming in on him. He swings it out to Smith at the 35. Smith jump starts his way to the 40. 45, 50. Looks like he may have the first down. He does by a yard. He's knocked out of bounds by the Aces, Chris Johnston, but not before he gets the first down. A 10-yard swing pass and a first down into Aces territory. At the 49. So another pass play for a first down for the Bulldogs. And what do we tell you? Carmi has had this ability. It's an innate ability this year to win the close games against improbable odds on a couple of occasions. Now 1st and 10. Man in motion, trips to the left side. That makes it. Handoff inside, countering back to the right side is Smith. Ball almost ripped away by Butler. He was going for it. But Smith held on. He was dropped at the 48. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Well, they keep running at twins receivers on both sides, Scott. They run that inside man on the right, back in that motion. That time he ran the inside handoff back right at Butler, our free safety, who's standing right there in the hole. And again, he's not running anywhere. He's just looking for that read. That's the same offense we run, same play we run. We're used to seeing that set.
Now the Bulldogs present trips to the left side now, and 2 receivers to the right. Empty backfield out of the shotgun. Wolf. Low snap. Here's the play. Johnston in on him. He's finally dropped. He stepped up, and Cheeseman got him for a sack, along with help from Nick Noland. Noland and Cheeseman are the top 2 sackers on the team. They both get half a sack there.
Well, and then Nick Winters. So it's a 4-man rush with 1 backer. But the thing about this group is you never know who Kevin Smith's going to bring. You know, which one of those backers are going to come flying. And most of the time he does like Nick Winters because Nick's got a little bit, maybe better speed than the other 2 coming on that bull rush.
And another equipment problem with Michael Cheeseman, another timeout called. The official's going to help him with his helmet problem. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs. And look at this. The Bulldogs have lined up, what is this, 5 or 6 to the left side. They have the center and a guard over the ball, and no guard or tackle on the right side of the football.
We're prepared.
So the Bulldogs are pulling a little trickery out now. Meanwhile, there's 1 center and a guard and the quarterback behind him in the shotgun. He's going to run the ball. He tries to run in to where the wedge was going to form on the block, but it didn't materialize for much, gain of only 1. And the line of scrimmage will be the 49-yard line. It'll be 4th down. So that didn't materialize at all. And basically, he took the snap, tried to run back to where the other group was. They were going to form a wedge to lead the block for him, and it never happened. 5:08 to go in the 3rd period, and now back to do the punting is the sophomore Hoskins. Deep for the Aces, Brewer and Witzman. And inside the 20, there's a good snap and a high kick. It sails to Brewer at the 26. He gets it, and the official said his knee went down. Are you sure that's what happened? I don't know about that. I think his knee almost went down.
Yeah, Roger's not going to miss that.
Okay.
Roger's
that's the Tostitos man. Okay.
Well, Roger's on it.
Okay.
Roger's one of the best in southeastern Illinois.
Yeah, I think you heard the crowd. That's okay. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line. And so they report Brewer's knee down, and the Aces take over from there.
And I hope the IHSAA is listening.
I've been a good boy most of the year. Now Lee Anderson wide to the left side. The wing back left is Summers. Backs in the offset. Busts the up back, and there's a handoff. Morris gang tackled. Oh, Kozakowski grabbed him low. Nice job by the little guy from Carmi. And down goes Morris, perhaps for a loss on the play. Maybe he got half a yard. Looks like on forward progress. And call it 2nd and 9 from the 27, 28-yard line. Jason Kozakowski, 5'9", 175, a junior, pulled him down. Now Anderson checks out wide left. Summers the wing left. Morris wing right. The flex bone set with one setback bust. Strong side right. Drone calls. Backs up. Has time. Wants to fire. Vertical. Morris almost caught. Flag. Pass interference. Carmi. You bet. It'll go against Ricketts at the 50. And the Carmi coaches 4 or 5 yards on the field in disbelief. 3 of them. They reacted. That was a big moment for them, and they thought that Ricketts had played pretty good defense, and apparently the crowd does too. Well, those two were stride for stride. They were bumping with each other. Morris went for the ball. And pass interference is the call.
So that's an automatic 15-yarder, right, from the line of scrimmage?
Yep.
Is that right?
They will mark it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Brant Arnold, the center today for the Aces. We forgot to tell you about the alternating between Arnold and Acree. It's Arnold's turn today. There's Drone, wants to throw on first down, fires for Brewer. He missed it, almost hauled it in. Smith may have tipped it. Brewer still had a shot at it, incomplete at the 32, second down.
Yeah,
nice
boy.
Soft ball by Luke Drone, almost found its receiver.
And I tell you, when you go for the ball like that, if you don't get a piece, you give potential to give up a big play. And boy, Michael almost came up with a one-handed catch there.
1-on-1 back there, 2nd and 10. And we're down to 4:04 to go here in the 3rd period. And it is Chris Johnston at guard and Schalk at tackle on the left side as Drone backs up and throws over the middle. Slant pass caught by Brewer. He's going to go for the touchdown to the 10-5. Touchdown, Brewer. Wide open. Split the middle and scored easily. And that was a pass play of 57 yards. Number 17 scoring passes for Drone this year. And it's 14-0.
You say 56 yards?
57. Yeah.
7 yards. Wow. And again, just a bullet that time from Luke. Just a little inside release on that deep route. He's the only receiver out there on the right side, and we're in that real flex bone look and good protection up front that time. And boy, he just outran everybody. What a bullet throw that time.
Yeah, he caught the ball 5 yards ahead of anybody and rolled in from there. Now the Aces are going to go for 2.
Trips right.
Receivers are 5 in pattern, 2 left, 3 right to throw. Caught. 2-point, a rolling, diving catch made in the end zone by Brewer for the 2-point conversion. And the Aces lead 16-0 now with 3:55 to go in quarter number 3. Back in a moment.
A new age is dawning where everyone is free to set their own course, to travel their own path. And when the course is blocked or the path uncertain, there's a friend nearby who can help clear the way. With the insurance plan we didn't think we could find, the mortgage we didn't think we could get, the investments we know we need to make. Solution, Union Planters.
We were there when you were struck. I'm so sorry. With the adventure of driving. The joys of marriage. The pride of home ownership. So now that you've discovered the rewards of a growing young family and you need more life insurance coverage than you can get through work, there's still no one better to talk to than the State Farm agent you've always trusted to care for your car, your home, and you. State Farm is there for life.
Boy, can we.
We can throw it.
That kick goes out of bounds with the Aces, flag down. And maybe Carmel will take it at the 35. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Well, I mean, you see it every year. And I mostly look at it in terms of Plan A will get stopped at some point in the playoffs. Do you have something to fall back on?
Well, playoffs, I mean, you want to look at these stats.
Even today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A rare bit of in-season drama in this game. really the only in-season drama of this year, if you really want to look at it.
I mean, we're 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we've only got about 40 yards on the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an amazing stat.
Right.
I mean, nobody has played us this far into a ball game, not Harrisburg, not anybody, as Carmi has here today. It's first down and 10, and the Bulldogs are throwing all kinds of things at it. They are really after it. Uh-oh, there's a bad snap, and Wolf can't find it. The Aces may have recovered. It looks like a lineman fell back on it. Wolf couldn't find that ball anywhere. It looks like a high pop-up behind the catcher, and he can't find the ball. Looking around, and luckily for Carmi, the only lineman there fell on it.
Well, you can't throw your face mask off out here if that's your pop-up to the catcher, can you? And you're looking around, you can't see it. It's kind of on top of your helmet.
And fortunately for the Bulldogs, the only other player around fell on it. Loss of 6, 2nd and 16. And now the Bulldogs send a receiver out to the right, one to the left. Kozakowski, the wing to the left, backs in the deuce behind Wolf. Quick fake of a pass, a quick pump. Now he hands off to Smith, left side. He sweeps around, cut down nicely by Blake Witzman, perhaps for a loss back at the 29.
Tell you what, Blake's just fundamentally very, very sound. He breaks down well at the point of attack. He hits through the man, keeps his head up, and he's so quick you just can't get through him or around him. And he's ornery enough, you're not going to run through him either.
The 5'8", 142-pound sophomore, you hear so much of him already. He is going to be one great little ball player in the next couple of years. And it's so good he gets so many looks here his sophomore year. Now 3rd and 16 for Carmi, and Wolf's back to throw, looking on the slant. Can't connect with Mitchell, incomplete. Into the thick of the Aces coverage. Tried to find a seam, and the ball never got to Mitchell, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Bulldogs are going to give it up. We're down to 2:31 to go. Third period. Aces now lead 16-0. A 57-yard pass from Drone to Brewer. Number 17 this year, number 42 for his career. But also today, he's been picked off. Only the 3rd interception against Drone this year.
He's only had 3 interceptions all year.
Isn't that amazing?
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, what a stat. I mean, he will end up as the greatest quarterback in this school, not just stat-wise. I mean, he is such the thrower. And we've forced him to throw NFL passes. I mean, we put him in that position. He responds. Now the punt. Fair catch called for. Brewer's got it at the 42. And that's where Mount Carmel takes over. That's the thing about Drone. He's not throwing screen passes. I mean, he's throwing NFL passes. I still think that 30 Brewer in the end zone of Mount Vernon is the best pass I've seen all year.
Well, I don't mean to correct you, Scott, but it's like
I shouldn't say 4. Yeah, forces the
well, it's like you know, in baseball, you don't want to be a thrower if you're a pitcher. You want to be a pitcher. And I tell you, I don't think he's a thrower as a quarterback. He's a quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he
is
gets
right.
it done. The decisions he makes are very sound.
And he's going to go to the air here on 1st down. He hits his man Anderson, who is that Anderson over there, spun out of bounds by Smith?
Yep.
That is Lee Anderson. He was spun out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Spun so fast he couldn't read his numbers on his jersey. Gain of 6 on the pass play, 2nd and 4. Oh, Luke Drone is just amazing. He's only thrown 66 passes going into today's game. I think a lot of people figured he'd throw a lot more this year. And would have had we had some ball games where he was able to play past halftime. Now Drone hands off. Big hole for the ball carrier, diving across the 40 is Tyler Buss.
Get on the bus, baby. Get on the bus.
He had 2 or 3 Bulldogs in tow. Matt Sneed, one of them. Inside the 40 to the 39 he goes. First down, Aces.
Nice run. That's just a fullback run right there, isn't it?
Now the Aces look to be on a drive that can put this game away.
How many yards did he get on that?
7 on the play. And it's 1st and 10. Now Drone back to throw. And Anderson kind of reached behind him, couldn't come up with it, incomplete. 2nd down, and we're down to 1:25 to go here in quarter number 3.
That makes Luke 6 for 10 right now with 1 intercept and 1 touchdown, right?
Well, that's more passes than he's thrown some nights. And it's predominantly because we're still playing him. Here we are in the 3rd quarter. It's a 16-0 game.
Well, there have been, what, 3 or 4 games that he hasn't been in at this point in the game?
Amazing, that, too. Now handoff. Buss powers again.
Keep
inside the 35, down near the marker across the 30. Very close is Tyler Buss on that ramble over the right side. Well, now they mark him a little bit outside the 30, so he's going to be short by about a yard. Call it 3rd and 1. And we're down to 1:06 to go. Aces 16, Carmi nothing. One score in the second quarter, one score in the third. Now the Aces call a timeout. Let's take a break. 59 seconds to go, quarter number 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At the First National Bank, our name hasn't changed since 1906. In today's banking industry, that's pretty rare. We take pride in expanding our services and products while remaining the friendly hometown bank people prefer. Checking and savings accounts, competitive loan rates, convenient drive-through, 24-hour ATM, a real community bank. Our heritage and commitment are found in you. The First National Bank with locations in Mount Carmel and Allendale. We're here for you. An equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wabash General Hospital is pleased to announce their newest service, Convenient Care. Convenient Care offers patients the opportunity to access non-emergency medical care from skilled physicians after regular doctor hours and for about the cost of an office visit. Simply arrive at Wabash General Hospital's emergency room during the hours of 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays or noon to 9 p.m. on weekends and holidays and request a Convenient Care service. Convenient Care at Wabash General Hospital.
And who's he pick out? He hands off, and I don't know, it's close. Let's see. At a stack up at the 30-yard line. And I'm not sure that Ryan Morris made it. It's 4th down. I also can't remember a time this year when a team has stopped us on close quarters as much as Carmi has today. 4th and less than 1. And it brings the Carmi faithful to the feet. They got to get this stop. They cannot allow another score. This game's over. We're down to 28 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Johnston in the backfield.
And there's Drone keeping himself. He has it. Flag flies, though. Looks like Drone got the progress, even though I don't like where these guys are spotting the football.
Yeah, but they're going to call us for movement. They're going to call Drone for movement here, I think.
Drone got a little bit too excited and jumped a little bit. And that's a big 5-yard penalty. Not 4th and 1, now it's 4th and 6, back at the 35-yard line.
And the good thing about it is now we'll throw the ball.
21-1, pick your poison, huh?
Well, that's the good thing about this half. That's the first penalty of the half.
We had several in the first half.
We had 5 in the first half.
Which is more than normal. Now Brewer checks out wide to the left side. He's already caught a touchdown pass today. Aces in the flex bone, Summers and Morris the wings, left and right respectively. Man in motion, Drone wants to throw. 3-step drop, slant pass, flag, should be no flag. Brewer looked around for the flag, it didn't come. And it'll be first down now for Carmi on the incomplete pass. Smith on the coverage. Brewer thought there was an infraction. Looked like there was, no call. And Carmi has the football. At the 35, we're down to 3 seconds to go in the third frame. Well, the Bulldogs needed that stop there. And they've got a pretty good start to this series, too, if they can put it in the end zone. There are 2 scores down. Mitchell checks out wide to the right side. And now Kozakowski goes in motion. Handoff. Uh-oh. Smith breaks free. 50-45. Dragged down from behind by Drone at the Aces 43-yard line on the final play of the first half. A run of 22 yards. And we go to the 4th period. At the end of 3, it's Carmi trailing Mount Carmel 16-0.
It's a great time for a game with the friends, but make sure you're in the right place. SafeElectricity.org wants to remind you to stay away from substations and other electrical equipment. If the ball goes over the fence, leave it there. Get adult help and call the power company. No matter what you're doing, play it safe around electricity.
This safety message is a service of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Everyone at Lamac Engineering would like to wish the Golden Aces a great season. Lamac Engineering Company, providing complete civil engineering, construction, and surveying services to the Wabash Valley since 1938. Lamac Engineering is located in Mount Carmel and Princeton. Their staff includes professional engineers and land surveyors. Lamac provides complete civil, municipal, transportation, and environmental engineering services. For all your engineering needs, contact Lamac Engineering, 323 West 3rd Street, Mount Carmel. Call them today, 262-8651.
44. Wing left, backs in the offset, wide receiver to the left side. There's a double handoff again.
Pass.
And this time now he's going to throw after the reverse, and it is incomplete. That was Mitchell throwing the ball after he took the handoff from Smith. And look who was on the receiving end. Wolf, incomplete. It sailed out of bounds, second down.
I'll tell you what, and it's a good thing that Mitchell didn't get a good grip on that ball because Wolf was open down that sideline if he could have got it out there to him.
Well, how about that? A double handoff and then the halfback pass to the quarterback. Incomplete. Well, it's been fun watching Carmi, but for all their dipsy-do and antics, they don't have any points yet. Second down and 10. Wing right, backs in the offset, handoff. Smith dropped right away. Judd Lewis reaching down, grabbing him at the knees and the ankles and pulling him down. No gain, third and 10.
I'll tell you, Michael Cheeseman is starting to do what he needs to do. When he's on that rush and he's getting held, he's trying to draw attention to himself in the middle of that rush now. And don't be surprised if we don't see a holding call on Carmi here in a little while.
Line of scrimmage, the Aces 44. Carmi sends Mitchell out wide to the right. Kozakowski wing left, wide receiver to the left. And the backs are in the deuce. Wolf backs up. And there's a little middle screen, and Smith's got it. He darts upfield over the 40 down to the Aces 37. Gain of 6, not enough for the first down. And it will be fourth and a long 4 from there for Carmi. Lewis on the stop for the Aces.
Just a little inside release that time, and Smith, who started out here in the left flat, just take off in a real slow release on that quick drop. It kind of looks like a screen play, but it can't be because he's too far downfield.
10:39 to go in the game. Fourth down. Wing to the right side, backs in the offset, and here is a fake handoff. Now Wolf throws a lofter over the middle, over the top for Mitchell, and a flag on Brewer. He bumped with the receiver, Mitchell, and Carmi's got what he wants, a first down inside the Aces 30.
Well, there's no question about that. He definitely interfered there.
I guess Michael's arguing with the official that maybe it wasn't catchable, but it sure looked like a bump at the wrong time, and flags flew from every angle.
Yeah, but that's not the rule in high school, is it? Whether it's catchable or not, that's not the rule, is it?
Nope. And that'll be 15 yards from the 37. They'll put it down at the 22-yard line. First down, Carmi. They got to get points on this drive. They're this deep. There's only 10:26 to go. It is, I would say, very critical that they score. Now they send to the left side Newman, to the left side Kozakowski, 2 in the backfield, Smith, and the up back Ricketts. And there's a fake, and that gives the quarterback time. Well, he eludes one tackler, dumps a pass. It's almost picked off. Johnston almost grabbed the quarterback. Then, was it Brewer that almost made the intercept?
Yep.
And it is second down after that incompletion. The line of scrimmage remains the Aces 22.
You going to reach out there and get you a football?
Oh, no.
Come on, get up here.
Too many kids in
We
front
need to
of
get Roger White, tell him, throw it up a little deeper.
All right, the Bulldogs have a plethora of receivers to pick out now to the shotgun. Wolf. He shuffles it off to Smith. Running room left side, 20, 15, out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but close. And it'll be from there, less than 2 yards to go on the 8-yard pickup by Smith. It'll be 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the Aces 14-yard line. 10:14 left in the game. He went out of bounds, so the clock did stop.
Now, if you're just checking in, the Aces lead here 16-0 with 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
What a game it's been. Handoff inside. Anderson shuffles up for the first down to the 10-yard line. Chris Anderson, the 5'7" junior, up the gut for 4, and a first down for Carmi. In fact, the ball rests inside the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal. And the crowd from White County is excited. This is the drive they have to have. 16-0 Aces. Checking out wide to the right side is the 6'2 junior Ryan Mitchell. 2 behind the quarterback. Anderson and Ricketts. And handoff to the left side. Not much for the ball carrier. Less than a yard on the carry, Kozakowski. 2nd and goal. It stays at the 9.
They haven't gotten anything out of that little double reverse there, that double handoff that they run inside. Our outside linebackers just are doing a great job staying at home there, Scott. Maybe Coach Simon can mark that off his list.
Now Kozakowski is a wing to the right side. The backs are in the offset, slanted to the right. Receiver right, Wolf rolls that way. Lewis in on him. Wolf gets rid of the ball. Pass is incomplete. Tipped away near the 2-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down.
He was very lucky that one wasn't picked off because he threw it behind the receiver on the run right in the path of Michael Brewer. And Michael just about, if it wasn't so poorly thrown, Michael could have picked that off because he threw it even behind Michael.
Everybody was flooded to that side. It was a tough find for whoever Wolf would be looking for. And it was incomplete. We're down to 9:29 to go in the game. 3rd down now. Line of scrimmage is the Aces 9-yard line. 3rd and goal for Carmi.
Come on, step up here now, boys.
Now we've got 4 in pattern, 1 setback, along with Wolf out of the shotgun. Low snap, backs up, flag down. They whistle the play dead.
Bad start, huh? Gotta be a bad start.
No signal yet from the umpire, and here it is. It is false start on Carmi. Carmi 3-0 in the North Egypt Conference. Now Carmel 3-0. Aces ranked number 1 in the state 4A polls. He reached the top this week after Addison Driscoll lost last weekend. See, Benton beat Massac County last night.
They're coming on now, huh?
Robinson beat Mount Zion. The Braves have 3 losses now. Now Carmi spreads it out, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, out of the shotgun. Wolf looking for the end zone, steps up now, he's chased out of the pocket. He's got a little running room to the 15, down to the 10, darts inside near the 5, and he stays inbounds. They're going to mark him at around the 5-yard line, and it'll be 4th and goal from there. Give him 4 on the play, Wolf on the keeper, and call it the 6. It's do or die now on this drive for Carmine. 4th and goal. They're going to call a timeout. They do not want to waste this opportunity. We'll take a 60-second break. Aces lead 16-0.
When a coach builds a winning team, he uses quality players. When local contractors start a job, they rely on Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel for quality ready-mix concrete. Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel is the only area concrete producer certified by the National Ready Mix Association. Engineers and local industry like the power plant and Toyota have come to depend on Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel for quality concrete ready mix. It's the most concrete idea in town. Mount Carmel Sand and Gravel says, pour it on, Aces. Come in to Robert Walter Furniture for a great deal on a good night's sleep. Robert Walter Furniture Company has a complete line of bedding with name brands including Spring Air, Park Avenue, and Symbol. In-stock sizes include twin through queen. Robert Walter Furniture even carries the Never Turn bedding. And at Robert Walter Furniture, special orders are always welcome. If you're needing new furniture, head to Robert Walter Furniture, 526 Market Street, serving Wabash County since 1868.
I need to too here, big fella.
Wolf sets the club down on a straight tee on 4th down with everybody pulled in. Man in motion, Smith. And he fakes. Now he reverse hands off to Smith. Does he have enough running room? He tries to angle in. He's going to get brought down at the 6-yard line, and the Aces will take over. I, for a moment, thought he had an angle. Then he decided to cut up, and Witzman helped bring him down. Also on the stop, David Wright, and the Aces get the football at the 6-yard line.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what that was. They brought it straight tee. They bring him. He's on the left side as you're looking at the line. They bring him in motion to the right. Then they hand off, run back to the right, but he curls back then and runs the other way on a reverse. That's such a long hitting play against a quick defense. That play's going nowhere.
Then he tried to turn it up. It looked like way too early, right into the teeth of the Mount Carmel defense. Now the Aces take over on 1st down, and rolling over the 10 to the 11 is the fullback Tyler Buss. Give him about 5 on the play. And it's second down for the Aces.
Okay, now you know how you always say, are we going to be able to throw the ball in tournament play? Are we going to be able to run the ball in tournament play?
That's
what's going to be happening. Now, what you're going to see here, 8 minutes to go, we're up 2 scores. We've got to be able to control the line of scrimmage late in the game and just churn this clock out here. Let's see if we can get her done.
And we have struggled at times in that regard.
Today we have.
Especially in close quarters. Yeah, today. And there is the quarterback pulling it out and diving himself to around a 15, short of the marker, but not by much. Luke Drone on the keeper. Give him 4, 3rd and 1. We're down to 7:39 to go. Well, it's been a gritty little ball game. Now Carmel leads, but only 16-0. But then again, you got to be proud of this defense because of everything that Carmi's been throwing at us today.
Misdirection, inside handoffs, reverse.
Lee Anderson checks out wide to the right side. Double wing, now one-man Morris in motion, and roll to the left side, and a first down run it looks like. That's around the 18-yard line. And on the carry
is Drone.
And enough for the first down. Gain of 3. First and 10 Aces at the 19 now. A 7:07 to go, and the clock is moving.
So you think we're just running over Shock and Johnston here? They've been on that left side every down here, and they're back over there again.
The Aces lined it up with a double wing set, one setback this time. Buss gets the call. Didn't get much, but maybe a yard. To the 20-yard line, give him 1, 2nd and 9. Well, Carmi's been tough. Tyler's shaking up a little bit over there. He's just got an equipment problem.
He's
okay.
Shaking that hand a little bit.
Yeah. 2nd down and 9 now for the Aces. Brewer checks out wide to the right side. Morris on the right wing, Summers left wing, and the setback behind Drone is Buss, and Luke's back to throw. Now he's flushed out, and he's on the run.
Keep running,
he tucks and keeps. 20, 25. He rolls forward to there. So a gain of about 6 on the play by Drone. Creates a 3rd and a long 3 for the Aces from the 26.
I guess I need to shut up while he's running there. I'm not saying keep running to Luke. I'm saying receivers keep running. I mean, when they run that route, they got to stay going. I mean, you got to stay on that route, keep trying to create things because he'll find you out there.
Don't turn around and watch him.
Yep.
3rd down and a long 3. This is a big play here. Brewer checks out wide to the right side. Aces line it up in the eye with a wing to the right side. Oh my! Big stop by Carmi. Crunch City on the running back and a loss on the play.
Well, L. Jake's had a tough day. He's had 2 carries, and he has not got a positive yard dead. I mean, whoo.
A loss on the play there. What, a couple?
Yeah, missed assignment there. We had to miss that guy.
And it's 4th and 6, and we got to give up the football now. We got to be safe on this special teams exchange here now. There is still time here if the Bulldogs could return one. 5:02 to go in the game. Drone gets a kick off under almost no rush. Charlie David's got it at his own 39. I guess he signaled fair catch, and that's where Carmi takes over, 61 yards away. With 4:56 to go, the Bulldogs have to put 2 scores up to tie with the full 2-point conversion.
Well, you like the fact that we came out of there with 1 first down there, Scott, but boy, you'd like to have been able to move the chains a little bit more than that late in the ball game.
You know, and his assistant coach, Lee Colvin, points out with that analysis of how productive we are on offense, usually whenever the game situation, we can march right down the field, but it hasn't been the case today. 1st and 10, but we have taken time off the clock, and sometimes that's as good as anything. There's the Aces swarming to the ball carrier and dropping him for a loss. Daryl Ricketts. Nykirk gets up. Lewis gets up off the stack.
Nice play that time, but Jason Nykirk in there at that defensive tackle position really did a nice job stepping in there and filling that hole.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage to 39. Next week we're at Salem. Friday night, 7 o'clock for the kick, 6:30 for the broadcast on WSJD. Then we finish against Robinson at the old Snake Pit in 2 weeks. Now the Bulldogs have receivers split, backs in a wide stance behind, and there's a little screen dump, and Smith has got it to the 40, 45, 50, still going inside. Butler makes a stop on him at the 45-yard line, and that is a pass catch of 17 yards. And you're right, like the last play Smith ran, not really a screen, a middle screen in any sense of the word, but it almost looks like it.
Well, the twin receivers out here on the left side at times, Scott, on the center end of the ball, they kind of jog out into a little bit of a route, and they're trying to stay in front of their defensive player instead of getting behind him so that they can just block one-on-one and solve a timing situation. That time's pretty well executed. He didn't finish the run very hard, though, did he?
First, not once Jake got a hold of him. First and 10, line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line. Wing right, receiver split backs in the offset, and here is a pitch, and countering back to the left side is Smith, and Cheeseman brings him down. He jersey grabbed him, and Smith's knee went down, so Cheeseman gets the stop, despite not actually being there physically on him when he went down. Back at the 48, a big loss on the play, and it's second down and 16. Another big tackle for loss by Cheeseman, who leads the team in that category. Now the Bulldogs, 3:40 to go. They just got to start airing it out. They trail 16-0.
And Smith just, he looks like he's sick, but I don't know.
He's just worn out.
He was sucking air the first 2 minutes of the game.
Wolf looking to throw. Fires long on the hitch and go down the right side, and well overthrowing the receiver Mitchell with Brewer on the coverage. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 16. Line of scrimmage, the 48. 16-0 is going to look good in the papers, but it's still going to be a loss. I think you'd forget the score and throw the ball and go wild and see what happens. It could lead to a cheap and easy touchdown by Mount Carmel, but so what? Now let's see what the Bulldogs come up with. Mitchell wide to the right side. Kozakowski wing right. Backs in the offset. Now coming in a little closer is Mitchell. He sits just on the end of the line now like a tight end. And well, let's see. Wolf backs up, wants to throw. They flush him out. Johnston gives chase. Now he steps by one man. Now throws the ball. It's caught. A tumbling catch over the middle. Mitchell, a dandy catch to the Aces 38. Not enough for the first down after all that, though. A gain of about 13 on the pass play. 4th and 3. And we're down at 2:57 to go. Carmi ought to hurry things up here. Now they're going to call timeout. So the Bulldogs call a timeout here. Aces trying to earn their 7th straight win. They're in great shape, but Carmi really working hard to get back in the game. 16-0 Aces back in 60.
Charlie's Collision and Customs does body work, and only body work. Pure and simple, because when you have an accident, getting your car repaired right the first time is the most important thing to you, and it's the most important thing for the professionals at Charlie's. They use top quality equipment to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. Free estimates, insurance work, glass repair, and free pickup and delivery. That's Charlie's Collision and Customs, 1/2 mile off West 3rd on Kniep Road in Mount Carmel. Call 262-5976.
Show me the money. This is Rodney Bishop of Bishop Motors inviting you to stop by and check out our fine selection of used cars, trucks, and vans.
You'll find quality program vehicles from major manufacturers at Bishop Motors, plus vehicles as low as $24.95. Our quality selection and prices can't be beat.
Show me the money.
Remember to show him the green because Rodney needs the money.
Stop by and see Rodney at the temporary location of 121 Walnut Street in Mount Carmel.
Show me the money.
Everybody else pulled in. And there is a fake to him on a counter. Now Wolf has some time, fires on the run, looking for Meredith. Can't come up with the ball. He jumps for it at around the 10-yard line. An incomplete pass, and it'll be first down Aces at the 37-yard line, and that will do it.
That might have been the best ball that the Wolf's thrown all day as far as being a well-thrown pass. Got set that time, pretty well designed, just overthrew him just a step there, Scott.
First and 10, Mount Carmel now can salt the game away. Line of scrimmage the 37. Some of the fans start to get up. They've seen their Bulldogs put up a yeoman's effort. The Aces are headed for the NEC crown. And consecutive win number 33 in a row. And here is Drone. Grabbed from behind and dropped after a 1-yard pickup to the 38. Is 2nd and 9. We're down to 2:29 to go.
What's the longest run of scrimmage today from the Aces?
Oh my, I don't think it's much. It's not 10.
Give me a number.
8.
9.
And that was by bus?
That was by Morris once and Bus once.
Okay. Yep. 2nd down. It's been a struggle. 2nd down and 9. And here is draw. There's the pitch. Summers is pushed out of bounds across the 40 at the 41. And the stop made by Ricketts, gain of 3, 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to go in the game. He was out of bounds on the play. Exactly 2 minutes to go. Aces scored on a 1-yard drone run with 2:56 to go in the second quarter. Then he hit Hamill for a 2-point conversion, 8-0. Then drawn a 57-yard pass play to Brewer, who was extremely open. Then he hit Brewer for the 2-point conversion, 16-0 at the 3:55 mark of quarter number 3. And that's all the scoring in this one. Drone sets the club down, backs up, wings it. Hamill's got it. First down, crossing pattern, 50-45. Carmi 40, driven out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Flag flies, out of bounds, hit by Carmi probably, and that'll tack on some extra yards. And that is a pass play of 21 yards from Drone to Hamill. And a first down to the 38 and more yards coming. 1:50 to go in the game. Well, Luke Drone also picked off in the end zone earlier today in the game. Threw a ball into traffic in the end zone intended for Hamill on that vertical pass we like to run. And Smith stepped underneath Hamill and picked it off in the end zone, an alert play. So the defenses on both sides have made big plays. Drone's been sacked as well. But Carmi hasn't been able to get anything going. The Aces have won the battle at close quarters, so Carmi's been right there too. So it's been a nice little ball game today. We needed this perhaps. A good full 4 quarters of football. First down, handoff, ball carrier, slides through, almost broke it, face mask, more yards coming on the run by Bus inside the 15 to the 11-yard line of Carmi.
He's not going to call offensive face mask, is he? He might be calling on Tyler for shoving that hand up in the kid's face.
Well, who knows?
As they may call offensive face mask, which you don't see very often.
I'm not sure I have seen it in a long time. Let's see what the call is. Face mask on Carmel.
Face mask.
On
offsetting.
Mount Carmel.
Offsetting.
Offsetting face mask penalties.
You don't see that very often, do you?
Man, I'm 47 years old. I've never seen that. I may go another 47 years and never see that.
Unfortunately for Tyler, that negates a run. So that's called a do-over. Remember?
Yeah, the do-over. That was a soccer do-over. Yeah, that was my soccer calling days.
There is such a thing as a do-over in soccer?
Well, there is now. Anyway.
Oh, you called it there. That's a do-over. When I was growing up, there was a do-over.
A new term. Well, yeah, that was on the court and the playground and the driveway.
Do-over.
Line of scrimmage at 23. This is the do-over after the offsetting face mask penalties. Tyler Bus rambles left side.
Come on,
He's
get in
going to
there.
get in. Touchdown. Nope, he didn't make it. They signal him back at around the 3-yard line. He stepped out of bounds.
18-yard run, huh?
Nice effort 19. By Tyler. He almost got in, but he stepped out, tried to dance down the sidelines.
And that is the longest run from scrimmage today.
And it comes with 1:14 to go. Wow. This has been a real tussle. First and goal from the 3. Anderson to the right side. 2 wings, 1 setback. Drone calls. Sends a man in motion, keeps himself, and a big stack up. Nothing doing, maybe a yard to the 2. Down to 1:02 to go in the game. It'll be 2nd and goal from there.
Give it to Bus. Huh?
Yep.
He got you there. Huh?
That's right. It's his big drive, his big play got us here. So Anderson checks out wide to the right. The Aces in the flex bone. 2 wings, 1 setback. Bus from the 2-yard line. And there's Tyler. He gets his shot. He ambles in. Touchdown. The Aces score with 41 seconds to go to make it 22-0. A 2-yard run for TB.
Is that his third of the year? Come on, you're the stat guy.
Is that all his third touchdown? Man, it sure seems like it should be more, but you're right, 3, and that's the first one today for Tyler with 41 seconds to go in the game. Now the Aces are going to try to tack on the point after, and it'll be Hamill in to hold for Evan Dunkel.
And we need practice at this, I think.
Mm-hmm. And here comes the snap. Ball down. The kick is up. And it is good. So the Aces lead 23-0. Mount Carmel headed for victory number 7, back in 60.
It's not just about making plans. It's about making a difference and taking an interest, not just earning it. At Edward Jones, it's about more than investing. It's about knowing you. Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
See your local Edward Jones investment representatives. Mark Wackel, 602 Market Street, and Matt Pargin, 1204 Oak Street.
In Mount Carmel, see State Farm agent Kenny Sachs at 736 North Market Street, 263-3663.
I'm not sure I'd have our starters out here.
Here's the kick by Dunkel. The kick is fielded at the 20, 25, 30. Charlie David is dropped there at around the 32. And Carmi will have it for a few plays left. 33 seconds to go. Fans, we will be joining the Cardinal game at the completion of this broadcast in progress, so stay tuned for that. We'll also have some comments from Aces coach Darren Peach. Hey, does anybody have any tickets to the Rams-Raiders game tomorrow? Call the station. I could use a couple. There you go. The world's biggest intercom. 6,000 bird-killing watts for an intercom. 33.7 seconds to go.
And you want to go watch the Rams play?
Actually, my brother does. I don't really care. But my brother's a War Paint Raiders fan, the whole shebang.
You'll have the black and silver going on.
Oh, he loves it. Yeah. 1st and 10, Bulldogs start out of the tee, countering back left side as Jason Kozakowski, Cheeseman helping out on the stop, and that may be it. 24 seconds to go, and no gain on the play. Aces are going to win it. They'll finish with one game to go in the NEC now. At 4-0, they have first place all to themselves now. Carmi falls to 3-1, but what a game effort by the Bulldogs. The toughest battle Mount Carmel's been in all year, and they win the game. No other play. They'll wait around. The clock is down to 0. That's it. Aces have won the game over Carmi, but a real battle. 23-0 the final. Mount Carmel 7-0 and 4-0 in the NEC. The 5th consecutive title for Mount Carmel in the North Egypt Conference. And we'll be back for totals and highlights. We'll visit with Aces coach Darren Peach. That's all next. Stay tuned. All right, we're on the field.
A new age is dawning where everyone is free to set their own course, to travel their own path. And when the course is blocked or the path uncertain, there's a friend nearby who can help clear the way. With the insurance plan we didn't think we could find, the mortgage we didn't think we could get, the investments we know we need to make. Solution, Union Planters.
We were there when you were struck. I'm so sorry. With the adventure of driving. The joys of marriage. The pride of home ownership. So now that you've discovered the rewards of a growing young family and you need more life insurance coverage than you can get through work, there's still no one better to talk to than the State Farm agent you've always trusted to care for your car, your home, and you. State Farm is there for life.
Hustle it was, huh?
Yeah, it was a good battle, you know. And John Helmick's down here from here and watching us down here today, and we were talking about, you know, some of the problems, you know, when you had some of those Carbondale teams with Seth Smith and those guys, that they never played 4 quarters, and, you know, they never really got punched in the mouth, so to speak. And this was a game tonight where or today where we got punched in the mouth a little bit, and we kind of saw what we were made of out there. We had to play 4 quarters, and we came out on a winning edge.
Boy, not only did they present so many different looks for you, but in close quarters they were tough too.
Yeah, they did a great job defensively today. This was one of the first games this year that the offense slowed down a little bit and didn't play so well, and they had a lot to do with it. And needless to say, our defense really sucked it up a lot against 2 explosive kids. The Smith kid, he's a guy who can go the distance, and Wolf also. And we're fortunate to come out here with a goose egg.
Okay, Michael Cheeseman is back on his stats now, isn't he? He got his first sack in 4 weeks, a couple of TFLs too.
Yeah, Mike, he had some plays where he did well. He had some other plays where he could get a little bit better on. But overall defensive play, we played well, and a little bit we're concerned with a little bit of our conditioning. But they had some guys dragging there at the end also.
I know Judd Lewis is a guy I know that you guys expect a lot of. He's such a good talent. I know he hasn't been up to par, but he seems to be getting better every week. Is he finally getting into the range you guys want him at?
He's been playing a lot better the last couple of weeks. He had a problem early on in the season as far as popping up out of a stance and not playing with any leverage. He's been doing a lot better job of that lately. But we got a lot of guys on defense that need to get better, and they got better today.
Well, Luke Drone, 3 interceptions is all we've seen all year long. He tried to force one there early in the game.
Yeah, on the first drive, we're going down the field, and both guys were covered on the play. Luke probably should have thrown it through the end zone at that time, but he tried to let his receiver make a play on it, and they made a good play on the ball.
All right, 4-0 now. Salem next week.
Yeah, Salem. They're a team that's extremely well coached. They know our scheme inside and out, so we'll have to be ready to play that game as well.
Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thanks, Scott.
That's Aces football coach Darren Peach. His team reigns as North Egypt Conference champions again with their victory today in Carmi.
What if you could earn your bachelor's or master's degree from a leading accredited university while you're at home? At